Welcome to Styleteq. So I'm getting this question a lot, or I got this question a lot about how Styleteq actually got started. So Styleteq, the concept of Styleteq and listing booths for rent actually came across because those that know me know that I'm actually in the real estate business primarily. That's like my bread and butter. And I have a friend. We're still friends to this day. But I want to say about 4 years ago, we were supposed to start an extermination business. So since I had buildings and I knew a lot of people who had had buildings, I figured that it would be pretty easy for us to get business. They trusted me, they trusted my name, and my friend, he had an extermination license. So I was going to connect him with the people that had the bug problems, if they ever did. So whenever they had bug problems, if you're a landlord, you know that eventually you're going to have something, whether it be a mouse, ants, whatever. And I would be the go-to person because I would not rape them in pricing. And you also had a licensed person who was doing the work, who had extermination experience, who had done thousands of different accounts every day. And so anyway, we were like 2 months into planning this thing. So he was going to bring the license. I was going to bring the sales, entrepreneurship, and the clients. So I was going to get the clients, bring the money in, and he was actually going to go in there and take care of it. If you're an exterminator, it can be some hard work, but most of the work is not hard. So it would be the easiest money for him. We were calculating like we can make like $2,500, $5,000 a day, every day, just exterminating for other people. So what happens is I was going to provide all those things, plus put the money up, plus have the warehouse, and we were going to store our stuff in there. So this is what happened. At the very last minute when we were supposed to buy the insurance, I was purchasing the insurance myself. We just needed his license number and a few other miscellaneous items. And what ended up happening was he stopped like answering my calls. So after a couple of days, I want to say maybe a week, I catch up to him and I'm like, what's going on? Like, we need your information for this insurance situation. So he says to me, you know what? I don't think we should be 50-50 partners. I'm the one with the license. I'm the one who knows how to be an exterminator. And, I feel like I should be making the most. Now, keep in mind, I'm putting up all the money. I'm putting up the storage. I'm putting up the risk, basically, right? So any business person knows that, whoever's putting up the money makes the rules. But I felt like I was doing him a favor by financing everything. And then he wouldn't have to go find clients or anything. It would be all on me to do that. And it's my money on the line. It's money and time, and he just had time. And that's it. So he tells me, he backs out. He's like, I'm not trying to do it. I'm going to go on my own. I'm going to do my own thing. Which he never did. So I was like, all right, there's nothing I could do about it. I don't have a license, and I'm not going to get a license. That was the deal. So that was fine. What ended up happening was that day I went to the barbershop. Now, at the time, I had just started shaving my head, so I was in the barbershops a lot. Like, I would not let any new hair come to my head. It was always going to be shaved. So I started to notice that the little tensions that they have in barbershops and stuff with the owner. The owner's right there cutting hair next to people who are hating on him. And, wish they were in his situation, but they're not going to put their money up to do it. And so the barber, who was my friend at the time, was really pissed off. So he was mad that he really wanted to let this guy go. But he said, I know that if I let this guy go, I'm not going to find another barber that's decent for another 6 months. And that's if it works out. So I said, okay. Something came to my mind. And what came to my head was, man, what if there was a service that brought licensed, competent barbers, professional, non-professional, whatever it is that you want? What if somebody had a service that actually placed people in your chairs? The original concept was a website. That was my original concept. So I asked him, I said, what do you do besides put a sign in the window saying help wanted or barber needed? Like, what else do you do? And he said, well, there's nothing else really you could do. I mean, you could put an ad in the paper or something like that. So then I said, well, what if there was a service or somebody that all they did was bring you potential people? And he like damn near fell out of his chair. Like, what? Where's that? What do you need? Hold on. What is that? What do you like? Where can I get it? He got so excited that a light bulb went off in my head. I was like, man, I'm going to do this, man. And, originally it was going to be a website. He said I would definitely use it if you had that platform available. So I went out there and did my research. And I saw that there was literally nothing out there on the market doing this, helping people in this way. So I went to 10 different places: salons, nail spas, white places, black places, Hispanic place, everything. I went to and everybody had the same reaction. So I was like, all right, I'm on to something. So it was a blessing in disguise, actually, that, he, turned us down, that he turned me down in terms of going to business, because I would have never done this tech startup. Eventually, everybody knows the story. Like, I met with some people and they were excited. Some people threw their money at me like, hey, if you can do this, I'm all with it. And so I had to find a tech developer, which that was probably like the hardest thing in the world I ever had to do, was find somebody who wasn't trying to cheat me and who was actually competent to do these things. And it went on from there. And we got the app, and that's how it happened.